Hey there folks, and welcome back to Venice here in Europa Universalis for the Mare Nostrum expansion. I was going to say addition, but that's not exactly true. So I noticed when I loaded in here, Morocco, in I assume their most recent war with Portugal, though I guess it could have been someone else, let's lose Ceuta and Algarve. It's pretty unusual. Things are not unusual. The Ottomans are taking it to the Mamluks. Mamluks managed to siege a few things down between them and their allies, but looks like Cairo has been sieged down, along with all of this base tax through, not the entirety of the delta, but at least near the delta there. As for ourselves, in the last episode, we wrapped up our war with Hungary. We got Istria and Laika. Well, we also picked up Ragusa while we were at it. So we've got quite a bit of control over these trade nodes now, which is pretty sweet. Only at 19. I guess that's true. We're not getting as much here as we could necessarily. As far as coring goes, we're probably... Jeez, Ragusa. Yeah, we're probably going to wait a little bit for our war exhaustion to tick down before we actually start these cores. I don't want to throw away that many admin points. I'd forgotten Ragusa was just that big. I don't think it's that big to start off with. I think they've done some development. I could be wrong. But I was thinking it was... considerably smaller. Anyway, we had the issue of rivals. So we were recently rivaled by Kara. So I guess that's an option. Tunis I don't think is a good option because I can't click on them from here, but they are allied to the Ottomans. The Pope is allied with Hungary, so that's something. After the Shadow Kingdom fires, which hopefully is in a few months, we are going to end up coming to blows with the Pope. If we want to become Italy, obviously we have to have Rome. We also have to have Ancona. So, and maybe Romagna. I don't remember the exact requirements at the moment. So maybe we do rival the Pope. I mean, we're not getting any papal influence as it is. The Ottomans is, I guess, an option. The Mamluks, we could rival the Mamluks, let the Ottomans take them down far enough they are no longer a valid rival, and hope for some free power protection. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. It's pretty bad. Austria, I don't think we're going to rival Austria, although we are in a delicate situation there because France has rivaled Austria, and we're getting to the point we're going to have to choose between these two nations, and it's pretty tough to go against the Blue Blob, even though that means we're pretty much guaranteed to be facing this Austro-Hungary alliance sometime soon. And on the one hand, I think France can protect us. On the other hand, I hate relying on the game and its less than stellar AI. So I think our real options here are either the Mamluks or the Pope, out of sheer curiosity. Like, people do hate the Ottomans. Is it possible? I don't think it's advisable, but is it possible that we could draw the rest of our allies into a war with the Ottoman? Ravensburg, and yeah, all kind of changes. Sure. I'm curious here. How dare you, Milan? How dare you? since they are in a war, yeah, literally none of our allies are at all interested. Yeah, our Diplo rep is in a bad shape. Right, and Austria's in a war anyway. Yeah, so nobody's interested. Tunis and Morocco would protect them. Alright, so we can basically kiss Albania goodbye. Right, because this is 94, indeed. Yeah. Alright, there goes some crazy rivaling the Ottomans thing. As we rival the Pope. Like, Romagna is not in... Yeah, none of their lands are in the Empire. I think I took the Imperial map mode off. But, yeah, none of their lands are in the Empire. Hopefully soon none of this stuff at all will be in the Empire. And, yeah... Sure, we can actually do something to them. Whereas, like, the Mamluks, as nice as it would be to swoop down here and grab, like, Alexandria and maybe Rosetta? Like, I don't think we can hold those anyway. We'll kind of have to cede all that to the Ottomans, and I don't know, maybe further down the line we can do something about that, but we have enough over here to keep us, worried about. So, Pope Man, we no like you no mo. I guess that means we need to embargo said Pope Man. Mr. Pope Man, take my embargo. Another +2. Interesting. Interesting. And... Right, Milan. Do I have... God, I have nothing with you? Ugh. Ferrara, I still have enough to get some claims. Mantua, I have presently in a trade league. Perhaps it's ill-advised. Perhaps we should kick them out. Perhaps we should wait. Is Mantua required to form Italy? It is. It is, it is, it is. There's Genoa, Milan, Modena, Verona, Mantua, right? Firenze, Siena, Roma, and Ancona. Alright, so kind of swath up through here, plus Genoa and a little bit of over here. Interesting. The thing about rivaling the Pope is we can't really, if we're going to do that, we can't really take Roma until we're ready to click the button and become Italy, because the events are just ill. They're awful if you're Catholic and own Rome. So yeah, anyway, Milan, we'll start a spy network. And yeah, Mantua, they feel threatened, as they should. They're allied with Switzerland. Well, we'll stay in the trade league for now. I mean, until we're ready to attack them, there's no real reason to let them know we have plans. Well, yeah, just park them for now, and we will deal with them soon. Missions, conquer Brescia. That's interesting. Ooh. Well, this is... Let's get like 1,500 manpower? I don't know that that's happening. This is pretty sweet, but making Mantua like us so we can declare war on them is not necessarily the way I'd like to do things. Can I even look at... really bugs me that I can't look at this. Like, I can at least let me go to this menu and gray out the confirm button. Like, I would really like to be able to get some information here. What I'm interested in is I cannot remember if us having this high of opinion of them is problematic or not. Because they have been improving relations with us quite a bit. Anyway, we will at some point be taking Brescia. That's definitely on our radar. We could do this so easily, though, is the problem. As I only have to get them to 100, and I can kick them out of the trade league. That's a lot of points that go away. If I have to insult them, I can insult them. Because just prestige and Diplo power, these missions are so good. Anytime you can do them, just, they're really good. Alright. Alright, so army-wise, 1135. Did I get rid of... I didn't get rid of all of the mercs. I think we're reasonably safe at the moment. We're going to get rid of another couple. Yeah, so we're just reinforcing at this point. Still going to take a bit. Money-wise, I think we're okay. Yeah, that never really works. 6.68. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Let's mothball all forts. And I think we're reasonably okay. 3.3, 21.3, 7.6, yeah. Bring down maintenance basically to nothing. Wait. Yeah, there's a problem with that, isn't there? Alright. I'll call that a reasonable compromise so we can still regain a little bit of manpower. Let's go to speed 4. And rest, yes. Our war exhaustion is high, but it's now ticking downward. Yeah, we've got we've got loans that will soon be coming due. That's for sure. It's going to take a while to get there on 36 per month, but so it goes. Regent now rules Bosnia. Well, I mean, we've got a truce with them. Oh, not nearly as long as I thought it was. Still. How many provinces do we actually have? 12. Yeah, I don't really think I want to take any more of that. If we go over 20 provinces inside of states, we get a massive penalty to Republican tradition. When I say a massive penalty, what I really mean is we cannot afford to go over 20. Carmon will cede not all of themselves. They still exist. That's surprising. Aha! It did not last. It did not take long. This is what we're looking for. Shadow Kingdom. The Kingdom of Italy is still formally part of the Holy Roman Empire, I guess it's supposed to be while the Kingdom of Italy is still formally part of the Roman Empire. It has in many ways turned into a shadow kingdom, with the Italian states acting independently of the emperor. The failure of successive emperors to restore imperial authority in the region has also left large areas under the control of states that outright reject imperial authority, like, say, the Pope. By now, the imperial state, or the Italian states, are members of the empire in name only. So, take a look at this. Yeah, they're even gone now before I click OK. But yeah, all of the Italian region is now out of the empire. Which I assume is bad? Maybe not. Or at least bad for the emperor, that is to say. Okay, the guilds have taken back over. Fair enough. Reduced build cost is nice, although we still have those loans we need to worry about. Florence and Genoa, yeah. Yeah, they're being a bit unhappy. They're not being nice to each other. Well, that war exhaustion is rough. I definitely could buy it down. We're quite a way away. 75 is so much, and I really want to finish off trade ideas here. Come on back. Alright, so as far as our neighbors go, Ferrara, we have something in the way of the spy network. We were also kicked out. Fair, fair. I guess we can definitely stand to just start building up our spy network in the Pope. So let's do that. Austria is still the emperor. Sure, sure. Also have to keep an eye on France here, because we've got this negative 25 point malice. I mean, at some point, Austria's gonna rival France. I assume they're still in that war. Yeah, as soon as they get out of this war, they're gonna rival France. I think we can safely assume. And we have a lot more favors with France. I think overall France is the stronger nation. God, Burgundy barely even exists anymore. Right? In terms of totals, I mean, they look really similar. But, I mean, France is France. The main problem here is Austria and Hungary are like right up next to us. Like uncomfortably close. Like your neighbor in an apartment with incredibly thin walls close. And France is way over there. Just way over there, which is, I guess, less of an issue as long as Austria is the emperor. But still. So we've basically let more than a year tick by here. We gain a stability. That last section is a little cryptic. Full extent of a guild's activity is really only known to members. Interesting. Alright, so we can pay 15 prestige to gain its stability, which I don't hate the sound of. We could put the aristocrats back in charge, gain 10 prestige, and have 25% more expensive advisors for 3 years. I'm assuming the last statement here is telling us that there will be more to come, more events to come. I can pay out a little more money. I'm just going to gain the prestige. Sure. Whose trade power is unfortunate, but so it goes. Still going to wait a few more months here. Yeah, we can tech up on admin. How far ahead are we? Yeah, only a year. I definitely could have held on to these points a little bit better. Alright. And that's still a lot. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and core now. It's still a lot, but we're not saving that many more. And there's definitely an opportunity cost for waiting much longer. More unrest, less money. Our diplomat died. Alright. I'm going to replace him with a statesman. That seems fine. Technically, we can afford this guy. Yeah, I'd still rather go with the cheaper level 1 guy. Alright, so the next offensive I think is going to be against Milan, who is allied with Burgundy. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Still curious. Can we invite them to a trade league? Oh, really? Huh. Saxony returned Hanover. Sure. Ah! Alright, so this peace has happened. So 4 provinces to Hungary, plus 2 more from Moldavia. Teutonic Order gets... Yeah, they got another province, and Moldavia is now free to be eaten by Lithuania or Hungary. Boy, Poland got wrecked. Huh. Alright. Austria has announced France as their new rival, as we knew they would. You know, that's another source of worry. Austria has... I was gonna say powerful allies. Really, they've got Hungary and England. France has no one particularly relevant, although Savoy is something. The fact they're allied to Genoa is less than ideal for us. I don't think we break this relationship yet, but it does have to come soon. Alliance breaking. Yeah, I mean, I think I just let that happen. Like if Austria's breaking it off with us, I think that's okay. As long as we don't lose both. I would feel a little stupid if we lost both. If I'm completely honest. More than stupid. There we go. 25 prestige, 25 diplo power. Very, very nice. Come on back from Mantua. We don't want to make them like us any more than we have to for that mission. Damn it, game. Could you, like, be sensible here? Okay. Get them to like you really, really well, and then go forcefully vassalize them are not good missions to have consecutively. That doesn't make sense. Come on, game. Alright, Ubo with a Catholic. For some reason, it hasn't become any easier when I've done nothing to make it any easier. Yeah, conquer Brescia. It's the only thing we can currently get a claim on, which is a touch awkward. God, there's so much base tax. Well, development, I suppose, is the right term there. Yeah, and it's all in Venetia. Venetia? The Venice trade node? Sure, we'll call it Venetia now. Venetia, categorized as something that belongs to Venice. I'm gonna go ahead and improve relations with the blob. Austria sharing the maps, sure. Mamluks will cede Rosetta, Damietta, Gaza, Sinai, Jerusalem, Al-Karak, Ajlan, Nablus, and Mon to the Ottomans. Jeez. Wow, they weren't even... The Mamluks weren't even big enough to be a rival to the Ottomans anymore. Ottoman Mashriq. This is why taking Syria didn't make any sense. But hey. This is valuable land they picked up. Ottomans are looking Ottoman-like, aka scary. Okay. Alright, Austria broke their alliance with us. Yeah. And Sinai has gone back immediately to the Mamluks. That's interesting. I mean, I guess they managed to give it to them with like ridiculous autonomy, so that's a thing. All right, so Austria's still friendly, so that's good. And we've got the broken alliance penalty instead of them. So, you know, if things happen to turn on their head and we need to get them back in the future, that's a little bit more likely this way. Austria canceled the military access we were giving them. Al-Karak also has defected. Dal is now allied with the Mamluks. I don't understand how allies on the Horn of Africa help you against the problems you actually have there, Mamluks, but hey, do y'all thing. Just everything in the region down there is getting away from them, and I can't say I don't like it, because I do. Yeah, we cannot re-elect at all. I think we just do another military candidate. I mean, yeah, we've got plutocratic ideas to work through. Ooh, and that next one's real nice. Real nice. All right. It's in Laika and Dalmatia, sure. Wow. Just wow. Are they going to be able to hold on to any of this? I mean, maybe. It's pretty hilarious. Pope is trading maps? Sure, sure. Huh. Alright folks, well I think we're going to call this an episode here, and the next one I guess we'll keep plotting and planning. Once we've got our war exhaustion down, we'll probably make a move on Milan. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you later.